be one best practice you've seen when designing an incentive program?
Focusing on the technical community. And that's everything from, whatever they're involved with in terms of uncovering opportunities, to running demos, to running proof of concepts, to having those technical conversations to help build out a BOM, ensuring that they have the technical certifications or accreditations that they need to feel successful. It's really focusing the love on that side of the house, because we know, frankly, that they're probably the ones that have the most influence on the success of a given implementation or the success of a given opportunity.
Brilliant. So show the solution engineers some love. Great. Ali?
Yeah, one thing I don't think we've touched on it too much in this panel session that I just want to make sure I include is also the kind of the time frame for your different incentive programs. I think it's really easy to try and pivot quickly when you see that something isn't working. But I also saw someone in the chat mention, making sure that your channel sales team is enabled to also promote what the incentives are. They understand it. They understand what the benefit to the partner is. And sometimes that takes a little bit of time. So if you're thinking about your incentive strategy quarterly, that might not be enough time for that message to get out into your partner community and for them to adopt it. So I would say a best practice is kind of trying to be as patient as you can when you launch a new incentive to make sure that you do give it ample time to run and then make a decision about whether or not you need to change.
Yeah, really great advice. One of my pet peeves when I was actually at a park, there was just not enough time to actually deliver. Yeah. Sean, from you?
Yeah, I suppose based on what we've seen, Margaret, it kind of back to what a point I've already made, but simplicity and clarity, keep the rules and the reward structures easy for the partner to understand. If it's overly complicated, partners just won't engage. Again, these guys are in a space where, yeah, there's multiple vendors they can work with, and the easier you make it to do business with you and to understand the business that you want to do with them, I think the more likely they are to obviously be sticky and stay loyal. So it's a hard thing to do. It's probably one of the hardest things to do in the world is to keep things simple. But I think it's something that we've seen. The more complicated programs just have not got the traction.
Okay, brilliant. All right, Brenda, I'll head over to you for the last couple of poll questions.
Okay, thanks, Margaret. So just 2 to go. Is that showing up on the screen there? So this one here is, are you currently managing your partner? How are you currently managing your partner incentive program? And again, please select all that apply. So is it manually via spreadsheets and email submissions, through a PRM or a partner portal, using a CRM-based workflow, for example, Salesforce custom objects, dashboards or BI tools, automated payment or reward systems, if you've outsourced it or an agency supported admin person, or again, if you don't currently run incentive programs. I know this will be an interesting one for people. So while I let people answer that, I'm going to put a quick question to the panel in relation to gamification. So Michelle just wants to know, first up, are you using it? And if you are partners excited by it?
I can comment on that one. We are gamifying, as I talk about like those non-cash incentives that we're doing. Our partner SE community that we've built is a gamification and rewards program based on accomplishment of different tasks like certifications, demos, trials, all of those things that kind of build up. And on the excitement side, I would say certainly we're seeing a lot of excitement from that technical community. I think it goes back to what Brian had mentioned. Sometimes they're not the ones that are getting recognized by the SPIF program or by the cash incentives that we talk about. And, the rewards that they can earn within that sales engineering community, whether it's badging, whether it's, prizes or swag that are related to something that a technical person would be more interested in. We're seeing a lot of excitement. We launched our community back in the fall of 2024, and we have over 500 partner SEs that have registered and are participating in our program. So from our side, super successful, seeing a lot of excitement around that.
Okay, right, thanks, Ali. And we'll go to the final poll here quickly now. So this time we're asking, are you seeing a measurable return on investment from your partner incentive program? First up, yes, we track and see positive ROI. And if you are, congratulations. Next up, somewhat, we track ROI, but impact is mixed or unclear. Or if you're not seeing a clear ROI, or if you're unable to measure ROI or something else. And if it is something else, please submit into the section there. Okay, I might throw another quick question at you before we go back to look at all the poll results. So Debbie just wanted to know, I would like to understand how you decide to incentivize. Do you incentivize the partner as a business or the individual within the partner? And if so, do you come across any tax or compliance issues in Europe?
Really great question. And I'll kind of take a stab at this one. So a lot of it actually starts with a conversation with the partner itself. So even here in the States, you have some partners that say, absolutely not, you're not going to incentivize our people directly. We'll happily manage that for you. Some will even do it at a cost, of course, because nothing in life is free. But in so doing, you actually set yourself up to have a system, and thankfully, Channel Scaler has been super helpful in terms of helping us put that together, is having the rewards kind of set up almost like you have an individual SPIF program and a company paid SPIF program. So therefore, it can go to two different individuals or two different organizations, two different entities. And that actually, the company paid SPIF, if you will, would actually reward folks in countries where there's some tax challenges, some compliance challenges. And then we leverage our either distribution communities or we leverage our partners themselves to manage those funds and disperse them as how they see. Kind of as I was alluding to initially, that's sometimes how we allow and work with the partners to say, hey, your teams, by doing X activities over the course of the previous month or the previous quarter, you've earned Y dollars to use for certain activities. Let's go see what we can do together to recognize your team for doing that, whether that's having a big event where we come in and say, hey, thank you for all the work that you've done, to potentially using those funds for go-to-market activities, to other ways that can help support the business and incentivize and really grow the partnership. And so the way that we've designed it is to allow all types of partners as much as possible, but understanding that there are absolutely some places where we're never going to pay individuals directly. It's just not going to happen from a compliance reason or from a tax reason.